So when you add it all up, Biden has to cover the spending with astronomical taxes. So he says he's going to tax corporations $1.5 trillion. Okay? That'll be among the highest corporate taxation in the developed world. 1.5 trillion. He's raising taxes that much on corporations. So the corporation is going to do one of two things. They're going to move over to Ireland, where the corporate tax rate is much, much lower. Okay? Yes, Biden will try to tack on some penalty for that, but it's not going to be 28%. Or they could do both. They're going to lay off people. They're going to lay off workers. All right? Because they're not going to take a 7%, 21 to 28% corporate tax haircut. And the third thing they'll probably do is, if they can, is raise prices on whatever product they produce. You saw that in a gallon of gasoline. So once Biden attacked the oil and gas industry, gallon of gasoline is up about $1 for everybody. That's what you're going to see if you want to buy a refrigerator, a car, a TV, all going to go up. That good for you? Is it good for you? I don't think so. Not good for me. I can cover it, but not good. Then another 1.5 trillion, all right, added together, that's 3 trillion, on individuals like me. All right? So we're going up to 40%, 39.9, whatever it is. 40% to the feds. And then in New York State wants to go up to 16. See, 40 and 16, that's 56. You live in New York City, tack another 8. This isn't sustainable. People aren't going to give 60% of their money, their wages, to the government in taxation. They're not going to do it. They move to Florida or Texas. Or they're going to move to Brazil. I wouldn't go to Brazil, but maybe Uruguay. Uruguay, very favorable taxation. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to do it. Or they're going to retire. Or they're going to start a company in Delaware, Biden's home state, which is a very favorable tax climate. Did you know that? Okay. So this dwarfs anything Barack Obama proposed. It's like double what he wanted to do. And is going to be a fight in the Senate. Now, much of this infrastructure stuff that Biden told everybody about yesterday in Pittsburgh is entitlements, giveaways. It's disguised as infrastructure. For example, free community college, free pre-K. Why do we need free community college? It's already very inexpensive to go to community college. Why does the government have to pick that tab up? I paid for my grad school. I paid half for my undergrad. My father picked up half, which was nice of him. Why do we need that? Because the marginalized. Oh, okay. So what the vision is socialism. So why don't people understand this? Because they're lazy. Many of our fellow citizens are lazy. Not you, because you're watching a news program that's delivering honest information to you. But I can't tell you how many people right now have the headphones on listening to some stupid rapper tell them how they're going to screw up the police or whatever. Millions and millions and millions of people are doing that. Or watching some mindless idiot singing show on TV. So what Joe Biden is doing is instituting socialism. All right? He's basically saying to the American people, we'll tell you how much money you can have. We in Washington are going to tell you how much money you can have, how many possessions you can have, because there is a wealth tax coming, a proposed wealth tax. And that would mean they're actually physically going to have to come to your house and evaluate what you have and then slap a tax on it every year from your possessions that you bought with after-tax dollars. That's seizure. Okay, will that happen? I don't think so. It's unconstitutional. 14th Amendment. Okay, but the socialists want that. Ocasio-Cortez, who is absolutely a certifiable loon, said that this spending bill is far too low. the 3 to 4 trillion that Biden wants to spend on infrastructure. She wants 10 trillion. Did I say billion? Trillion. Ocasio-Cortez wants 10 trillion, but she doesn't want 10 trillion. She wants unlimited trillions. She wants the government in Washington to run the economy. That's socialism. Okay? Now, I've said this before. I don't want to be repetitive and boring, but in Europe, they have shut down most of the continent because they don't have the vaccine. Why don't they have a vaccine? Because there's nobody to develop it in the private sector. All right? In America, Donald Trump signed deals with whoever developed the vaccine in record time, Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. They got billions in contracts from the federal government. France do that? No. Germany? No. England? Yes, because they developed their own vaccine. But they're out of the EU. They booted it. But on the continent, they don't have the vaccine. So they're shut down again. Again. Because they're socialists. And they don't have the money to buy the vaccine, and they don't have the private development to make it. That's what you get with socialism. Here in America, we're ambitious, okay? Because we know we could get very wealthy if we have a product that people want. You can't do that in Europe. They take everything from you. You want that here? Now, I know some Americans do. They say, like, I don't want to work hard. I want a guaranteed income, a house. I want guaranteed food. I want. But I don't want to work for it. That's socialism.